Good day, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's the 11th of May, and today, with the Rustore rotation, it's going to be Most Wanted. And what does Most Wanted mean? I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. It's very likely just going to be some random skins that were submitted a long time ago, much like the Camouflage Net Garage Door. Because, of course, the week after, next week, is going to be complete the sets. So I have reason to believe we're basically going to be seeing a whole bunch of skins that were most likely from notable sets and whatnot, but they weren't accepted in the past. But I am kind of under the assumption that Most Wanted would imply skins that have very high scores based on voting and whatnot, but they still weren't accepted. Now, last night we were discussing this in our Abnormal Builders stream. We were talking about how we can remember, because we've done the Saturday Skin Showcase before, we actually had the scores for some of the skins, and we remembered there was the likes of Tempered Sheet Double Door, there was both comics Tier 2, Tier 3, there's the Retrowave Garage Door, and a whole bunch of like weapons and whatnot. I still remember Emilio Frito's really cool looking Thompson, although based on with all of these streamer skins on the horizon, we probably don't want to see any more Thompson skins for at least a while. So yeah, it's going to be a big surprise to us, basically. We have absolutely no idea, and to make it even more of a surprise, TTG, that German guy, didn't make a list this week. Apparently, everything is purely going to be based from the picks of Mr. Helk. So yeah, I've already linked the Twitter to you, chat. We might potentially see a skins in 5 minutes tweet, and that of course means we've got to rush and get ready, because yeah, constantly keeping an eye out here. Haven't seen any updates just yet. So of course last week they accidentally accepted the skins a day early. This week, no, hasn't happened. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon we'll see only 8 skins? Do you reckon we'll see 10, maybe more? What do you reckon? I have reason to believe next week will definitely be 10 plus, although the other complete the sets have been more. But is this going to be following that, or is it going to be its own thing? We've only ever had one Most Wanted before, and that was back in 2020. And if you really want to go back all the way there, on SGMM you can probably quickly get to that. So I think there's September 17th, 2020, and you know, it probably doesn't matter too much to show you all of this, because you probably forgot these skins existed. I mean, we haven't seen a combat knife in like 3 years. That would be a pretty interesting thing to see. But yeah, this was Most Wanted back in 2020. Gosh, you know, wow. So yeah, I have absolutely no idea what we're potentially going to see today. Pizza? Chat, everybody loves pizza, alright? Yes, pizza. Yeah, it's going to be a surprise, but there's not really much we can say in terms of what we can anticipate. Now, of course, I did mention we did our Abnormal Builders last night, so let's just take a real quick look at all of those. The likes of the Camouflage Net Garage Door, currently in the Rust Store at the moment for $2.49. Bulk of the Builders, they end at $1.50. Yep, they all end at $1.50. Yep, we've got a few climbing all the way up to about $2.40, but the bulk of the Builders ends at $1.50. Yeah, that was our expectation. Then we got the likes of the Rock from Hell. This is still on sale for $4.49, but the Builders, they end at around $3.50. So yeah, that situation right there with both of these skins, it doesn't look like they're going to hold their value. And then we got the likes of the Reptile Hunter face mask. This is currently on sale for $1.99. Builders end at $1.43. So we were discussing that we wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see a new submission for the next pieces potentially as early as next week. Please don't forget, of course, Mr. Jimmick, the skin creator, he turned around and said that he does plan to make Reptile Hunter hoodie and pants. So there's a lot of interest in this, and it's starting to show. For a $2 skin, you got Builders going all the way up to $1.40, and it's all slowly creeping up. So next week, if we do see Reptile Hunter being submitted, well, I think you might see some more Builders in that. And that, of course, you know, gives us a bit of motivation with the likes of the chest plate as well. So now we've got the likes of the military large box. Yep, this is, I keep forgetting, how much is this? It's $2.49. Oh, God. That's ending at $1.10. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be holding up very nicely. Ooh, awkward. But yeah, that's the Abnormal Builder support so far. That's basically all I really needed to sit here and talk about. There's not really much else to say. So yeah, I guess we could just probably quickly bring up the likes of Twitch, drops. So Twitch, Rust, yep. So yeah, you might not have noticed, but there's going to be a event next week. It is Twitch Rivals free. There are 5 generic drops, so don't worry about this. You can watch any Rust stream and you'll get progress on this. And then if we just scroll down here, we have 18 streamer drops. Yes, that sounds like a lot, but they've actually adjusted the times. So every single stream here is now 2 hours. You only need to watch 2 hours of each of these streams, and you can collect the skins. Now you might be sitting there and thinking, oh, I could just make 18 tabs, easy. No, you can't do that. It'll only do 1 progress at a time. But what you can do is you can just go on a different browser. You can load it up on, let's say, if you always use Chrome, just go on Firefox, load up Twitch, sign in, watch the stream. But what you can do is make sure the audio on Twitch is on, but you can mute the tab. And that does progress. And then, of course, don't forget, you will need to go and actually go ahead and collect all of your drops. You'd have to click to verify it, and then you'd have to click on a different stream and start collecting all the others. I'm sure that makes sense to you, I'm sure. So yeah, that's basically it. Nothing to worry about, but if I were you, I'd probably start going looking at all of these skins now, and you'd probably want to figure out which person you want to watch first so you can get their skins, because it's a very interesting batch right there. And with the likes of these, you don't need to worry. They're all generic drops. They just go up regardless. Now, some people were bringing up that, oh, on the last day, you can watch any stream to get any skin. I believe they haven't done that for the previous batch of skins. Yeah. But again, I saw what you just said there, Inferno RSA. I've got 4 web browsers. No, buddy. At the end of the day, you will still only get progress for 1 stream at a time. So, you've got to think ahead what you're going to do. Who are you going to focus first? Any thoughts on pants being more desired over hoodies in the future due to so many dropped hoodies but no pants? I think I don't think that matters too much. I don't think that matters too much. But with the likes of this really cool set, you know, you've got some very cool looking hoodies. Like, damn, how many hoodies do we have? Is that 8? We've got 8 hoodies. Why didn't anybody do hoodies and pants? Why is your poncho made out of cardboard? So many questions. I don't think that's going to matter too much. We have tons of hoodie and pants skins in the game. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's all I really need to talk about. So, I guess we'll just skip ahead and we'll just wait and see when that Rustle rotation happens. What do you reckon we'll see? Ooh. Right, so I'm told there is a rotation. Toy? That's not the MP5. No. Oh, no. How many Thompson skins have we had recently? Oh, Rainbow Pony. Day and Night. Oh, that did look... I remember that. So Toy Stuff has returned. And that's been... How long? How long's that been? Whoa, that is a year and a half-ish. January 26th... Oh, okay, and yeah, wow. So yeah, that's really far back. Very surprised to see the Thompson. I thought, no joke. It's a perfectly fine skin, perfectly fine. I legit thought we were going to see the MP5. I legit thought, because you know the update last week. I thought we were going to see the MP5, but no. We're seeing the Thompson instead. There you go, Mr. Slanoston. Now you can be happy. Right, okay, so what else have we got here? So, we got the L96, yep, so that also came out. Okay, it was submitted. Look at it. Well, there you go. What a wonderful looking skin. So, that's goofy. Yeah, we've got the Ochre as well. That came out back in December, I do remember. And this came out early this year. We saw it. We showed it off in the Skin Showcase. It's got a really cool design to it. Yeah, I swear. So, wasn't the original design when it... I can't remember. How did it work? How does it work? So, it's an armoured door. You can have it on 2 separate sides. I believe there was a sheet metal door version. And during the day it was sunny, and at night it turned into the moon one. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it, because there's different designs. And, of course, we've got the toolbox from the loose collection that is Jeeba's box collection skins. This was the one that wasn't accepted, but, of course, now it has been. And it looks like Tier 3 Star has also been accepted. So, very cool, very cool. So that means we probably going to go ahead and start doing our buy orders. There we are. So I'm going to do that, and, yeah, we'll just skip ahead, and then, yeah, so... Right, people, hello, how you doing? So, let's just do this, and ta-da! It's only 8 skins this week. I thought there would be more, but I get the feeling we're probably going to be seeing a big fat rotation next week. I'll talk more about that afterwards. The main thing that we need to be concerned about right here, right now, is to find out which of these skins is abnormal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that's abnormal. That's not abnormal. Neither is this. This is abnormal. That's not abnormal. This is abnormal. This is not abnormal. That's not abnormal. Yes, so we only have 1, 2, 3. 3 abnormal skins to worry about. So let's just remove those. Very nice. So, now we need to discuss all of the skins that literally just became marketable. So, yes, with the new rotation, all of these skins are now on the Steam market. Let's go see the support for all of these. So, we have the Artifact Thompson. We've just found out we got another Thompson that was accepted, and this is going to be a bit of a concern. I'm going to talk more about that, but we had a Thompson, Tier 3 Thompson, we had the Artifact Thompson, and now we've got a Redemption Thompson. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're 5 months in now, and we've already had 5 Thompson skins accepted. And with the upcoming, well, streamer skins, there's 2 Thompson skins in there as well. So that's going to be a bit of a talking point. But with the likes of this, as of now, I'm still confident with my Thompson skins. I still think it's going to be perfectly fine for this in the future. Just remember this, right? It's usually August time, or at the very least, post-Christmas time. They always just casually rise up in price. Will this go below its Rust Door price? Kind of wouldn't be surprised by it. Will it go above its Rust Door price as we enter the next year and potentially go even higher? Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest with that either. So, if you just missed out with the buy orders, you could just easily slot yourself in and do maybe a $1.60 something or $1.70 something buy order. Eventually, will you buy some? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you will. You could do that right now if you really wanted to. But, yeah. They tend to be very reliable, Thompsons, so I'm still fine with it. It's fine. It's not spelt wrong, Micro. Artifact with an E is the old English way of spelling it. This is actually the old English way of saying it. You Americans defiled my language and gave it different spellings, all right? So don't start lecturing me, sir, about the English language. Anyway. Let's move on to the next one. Old English, malt liquor. Shut up! Anyway, Stormbow, cool bow. But we did talk about this yesterday. It looks like it's got a lot of demand. It very likely will be holding up its price above, at the very least, around $1.20, for example. But will it be maintaining that $2 price? I don't think so. The support simply isn't holding it up enough. So, yeah, at the very least, it will be holding itself up nicely. Maybe when times are good, maybe when loads of people return to play the game and whatnot, August time and whatnot, it probably will rise up in price a whole lot more. Will we see even more Storm skins in the future? Again, Y9J is quite busy. He's got a lot of collections on his hands at the moment, so maybe for the future, wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. So, yeah, is it going to go below its Rust Door price? Wouldn't be surprised. Is it going to potentially go up higher in the future? Well, it's up to you. Do you like it? Yeah, cool design, but let's see what else potentially happens in the future. Maybe we will see some more Storm skins. And maybe he makes an L96 skin. I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? All right, anyway, now we have the Reptile Hunter chest plate. I will just quickly point this out to you. That $1 buy order is me. That is me. Okay, yeah, I just got a little bit surprised by something. So, yeah, I did that $1 buy order. I kind of just thought, you know what? I am confident Jimmick will be making more skins for this, and I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see more of this being accepted. I am fully expecting Hoodie and Pants to appear. So, yeah, it's a bit of a coin flip, but hey, it's fine. And with the buy orders I have on some of these accounts, they are quite literally about to be exhausted. So I'm perfectly fine to take the risk. All right, I can take that risk. You probably can't. So I put down a solid buy order because I feel like it's probably going to work out very nicely in the future. All right, so yeah, this is looking okay right now, but I'm the reason for that right there. So let's move on to the next one. Then we have the likes of the low poly hatchet and pickaxe, and I already mentioned how these skins are, hatchet and pickaxe skins just don't hold up very nicely. It's just expected to go down. Yeah, like if you go look at every single recent hatchet and pickaxe skin, they've all gone down in price, except one which is a hatchet skin, but it's being manipulated. I know a lot of people might point that out, but yeah, it's the Wasteland hatchet is being manipulated. And then the final skin here, Missile Silo Door, it does not look like it's going to hold up at all. Hardly any interest. So, bit unfortunate, but yep, that's just the way it is. So, yeah, now we need to talk about all of these new skins. So, let's hop to it. Here we are, Most Wanted 2023. Here we are. So, first of all, let's start talking about that Redemption Thompson. Mr. Slanosta has made many redemption skins. You probably can't see them all here because it doesn't show, but I legit thought, because he was here, we were talking to him earlier, I thought we were going to see the MP5 today. Last week, the MP5 got a little bit of a buff. I felt like if we didn't see an MP5 skin last week, surely we'll see one this week. Nope. No, No, we got the Thompson that came out even earlier than that. Didn't even see the M249. Anyway, so, point is, wouldn't be surprised if he gets the motivation now to make even more for this collection. It is a Thompson skin by default. You probably think I'd probably sit here and say, oh yeah, surely, Thompson skin, it's going to work out all right in the end. Well, now I'm actually a little bit concerned. Over the past 3 weeks, we've had Thompson, we've had Thompson, and now we have... Oh, not that, go away. Thompson! Yes, we've had 3 Thompsons in 3 weeks. And what do we have for the upcoming Twitch Rivals event? Thompson and Thompson. Huh. This kind of feels like too many Thompsons within a short amount of time. I'm a little bit concerned, but in the grand scheme of things, I just wanted to show you this, and I did reference it earlier. Yes, we've got lots of Thompsons, not that many, 33 in total, but if I go by newest, last year we had 9 Thompson skins accepted. So far this year, we're 5 months in, we've had 5 accepted so far, and there will be 2 given away for free. Maybe we don't see another Thompson skin after this for the rest of this year. That might happen. But do you remember last week when Face Punch gave us all that data? Which weapons have... what the weapon percentages for how much damage has been done. And Thompson was in the top 3, wasn't it? Maybe Face Punch is like, well, damn, Thompsons are being used a whole lot more. Maybe we should accept more skins for them. And if that happens... One of the special things about it, the not so many skins of them, might be jeopardized, might be a problem. If we keep seeing tons of Thompson skins being accepted all within a very short amount of time, there might not be any room for them to grow. Yeah, you can see these 2 are going down in price a bit. That was expected, but it's only down by 2%. Also, I just want to quickly point out, these 2 skins, they've only got like 56 quantity there and 73 quantity there, and by default, we say, on average, every Rust skin should have around 100 quantity. So they're both below average in terms of quantity, right? That could easily rebound and go up again. So this is weird. It's a cool looking gun. I've got to just quickly point that out. Very nice design. Slanosta, you did a very good job of this. Get a good look at the sheen, the shine. Look at it, people. Appreciate it. Let's get it in 1440p. Yes. Look at it. Look at it. Very nice red tip right there, you might notice as well. So it's a cool looking design. It's very shiny. It's very flashy. It's very interesting. What do you think? For $2.99, do you reckon it'll work out quite well? Well, it's been attempted, like he has made so many attempts to make some more redemption skins. Only now has he seen the reward. Remember the redemption LR? Well, that sold ever since back in the beginning of December. That's been the only LR300 to hold its value because it looks nice and people appreciate it. So I think this potentially might be probably some of the new play skins. People appreciate them. People like the design. People like the, well, nice, shiny craft of it. So, I did tell you, Slowster, you got to go ahead and try and make some armor. Every summer, we see one very flashy, shiny-looking design for clothing and armor every summer. I think Redemption would be very cool. I mean, last year we got the Skull Killer. That was all shiny blue. Why don't we have some Redemption shiny red armor? I'm just saying. Yeah, so that'll help it out. But yeah, I think this would be okay regardless. If you want to buy it, by all means, remember, buy it, use it, enjoy it. Support these skin creators. But if you're looking at this in the long term, will this go up in price? I think you're going to be happy. I think it's going to be okay for now. But again, I am getting a little bit cautious now with all of these Thompson skins being accepted. You should be a little bit concerned, but you never know. They might just randomly stop accepting Thompson skins for a long time. That's happened before, many times. Maybe, at the very least, we probably won't see some for maybe another fucking 3 or 4 months, and then randomly start seeing the extra batch of them being accepted later this year. It's happened before. So, yeah, Thompson, by default, I'm still looking at it with some confidence. And that very likely could be the Thompson skin that gets bought out the most during the Christmas time and then suddenly shoots up to well above $10. Let's wait and see how many buy-orders it gets by next week. This is abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. We can wait it out a bit and then we can make a decision whether or not we want to buy it. But if you really do want to go ahead and buy it and use it right now, by all means, as I said, support the creator. Help keep him motivated. And don't forget, if you really, really want to show him some support, go offer him a nice comment. See that? Oh, look. Yeah, he was, Mr. Slinoster was definitely waiting for a long time. But yeah, finally it's happened, buddy. I'm just surprised it wasn't the MP5. Let's now start talking about the day and night armored door. So I'm a little bit confused with what's happened here. There was a day and night armored door, and there was a day and night armored door version 2. All right, very nice. I can't remember which one we showed off, because I just want to show you this real quickly. We actually showed off one of them in a Saturday Skin Showcase, so I have reason to believe it's still going to be very similar to what you're about to see here. Get a good look at the design. Look at the glow in the dark, yes. Appreciate it. Look what we have here. So, yeah, we showed off one of these before. I think this was the version 2, though. I don't think this was the one that was accepted, but I don't think it was changed that much. So by default, guess what? We haven't actually seen that many armored door skins so far this year. Last year we saw quite a lot. So far this year, this is the second one to be accepted, and it's halfway through May almost. So I get the feeling this potentially might be pretty in demand. Look at that design. Look at it. Look at it. Now we get a little bit of the sunlight. Oh yeah, get a good look at that. Look at the sheen. Look at the detail. Oh yeah. That looks nice, doesn't it? So, what, an advertisement? So, if we just skip ahead, we've also got a very nice purple tint for the backside here of the moon. And if we just skip ahead, then we've also got the glow in the dark there as well. So, if you like, by all means, go ahead, buy it, use it, enjoy it. It's there, it's available to you now. In terms of sales, I guess we can wait for it because this is also abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. But if you do like what you just saw there, I mean, it's available. But yeah, this is only the second single armored door skin to be accepted so far this year. Last year, we were having problems of having far too many single armored doors being accepted. This year, we've seen hardly any. Will we potentially see this turning into a collection? I mean, is this Pokerface's first ever skin to be accepted? I think, yeah, it is. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to turn this into a collection now. Will we potentially see even more? Well, I mean, maybe it's going to be, maybe that's to be expected. Of course, that's by default. By default, skin creators will do that. If they've had a random new skin being accepted, they'll think, oh yeah, maybe I could just turn this into a collection. So remember what you can do. You can go to the workshop and you can just say, hey, I think this is awesome. Keep up the good work. Could we potentially see a sheet metal door or a double door or how about a furnace or something? You know, just say something positive. Keep them motivated. So at the moment, I am looking at it with some positivity. I want to see how many sales happen first. That's, yeah. I know, Joseph. Let's move on to Rainbow Pony 096. Yeah, remember Rainbow Pony? You probably don't, because it's been 2 years. Wow, it has. It's been like, all right, it's been a year and a half. All right, we'll go over that. Yeah, so it's been a long time since we last saw a rainbow pony skin being accepted. It's one of our standard goofy skin sets, yes, but don't you just love it? Actually, it's one of the most popular skin sets in terms of most acceptances. That's a bit of a surprise. But anyway, it's an L96. And we've been through this process before. We were trying to figure out, oh, okay then, L96 skins, do they hold up quite nicely? No, they don't. In terms of gun demand, how often do you actually get a hold of an L96 and get to use it, appreciate it and whatnot? Apparently not that much. No. It's not looking too good in that aspect. So it's a very, very goofy design. And the two designs that have held up their values so far are the Ghost Flame L96 and the Black L96. And I will also say the Evil Snowman L96. This is literally on the fence of being over or under. Every Christmas it always goes up in price. So yeah, that one's a little bit special. But yeah, anyway. The point is, I'm conflicted. I could easily see this go down in price. I could easily see this in the long term going up in price. So yeah, you're probably just better off sticking with a Biodra in that one. That's my initial default answer. Yeah, I know it's not the best thing to say, but we did see some L96 skins come out last year, and then they went quite bad. They did go quite bad. So yeah, that's my default answer there. Yeah, I'm not confident with it. Right, so then we got the Toolbox Small Box. Guys, this was, I believe this is the last box skin. I guess we could call it the imitation set or something. So, yeah, Jeeba started it off. Yeah, he started it off with this, but it wasn't accepted. But the large box was accepted. The Blue Lab box was accepted. The Military large box was accepted. But that wasn't accepted. But now, it's been accepted. Most Wanted. Apparently, it had a lot of support, this. So, yeah. You're not going to get that tool cupboard. That's not happening. You remember this? It was a pretend tool cupboard / fridge. It is a fridge, but yeah, it would trick too many people. That's not going to happen. So yeah, maybe that's it wrapped up now. I mean, the collection was quite literally have a recent acceptance, isn't it? Will this continue? What else could be done? I don't know. So, would anything else coming out really have an impact on all of these? No, that doesn't happen. When this appeared, did these go up in price? No. So, with this appearing, will these go up? No. But by default, that right there, will people appreciate what it is? Will people find it fun? Will people find it interesting? Well, as I said, we quite literally just had the large box. And in terms of its support, well, for a $2.49 skin, it's got hardly any support in terms of... yeah, it's not there. People don't seem to appreciate it so much. So by default with this new small box, it's abnormal. I don't need to rush into buying it. I'd rather see how many sales have happened, then make the decision whether or not to jump into it. In terms of small box skins so far, so recently, words. Yeah, they're not really holding up very nicely. But they do always tend to rebound, and you end up seeing every single small box going above its rust price around Christmas time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. By default, I'm just not really sure of it. It's not exactly a very well-known collection. It's not exactly even known as an established collection, so I'm just not confident with it. Cool design, silly idea, but I just don't think it will get appreciated. Now, I didn't even question the toy collection. I am surprised. I am very surprised. So, yeah. Why don't we get hoodie and pants? Why don't we get hoodie and pants? I really wanted hoodie and pants, but that didn't happen. But maybe in the future... I mean, Little Ranger he'll probably make a version 2 for hoodie and pants now. So, yeah, you've got to understand this. This was all by... Face Puncher's volition. They are the people who... They're the only ones who are involved to decide on these skins. There was no list provided to them. They did this all themselves. So they kept track. They must have been keeping track themselves. Someone definitely likes the toy collection. Hopefully we'll see hoodie and pants at some point in the future. Will this work out quite all right in the future? First of all, very colourful, very silly. All right. Let's go take a look at all the fun, colourful designs for crossbows we've seen over the years. More recently, specifically. Because there was that thing I have mentioned before. Crossbows do kind of usually hold up their value. I mean, some dull ones, maybe not so much. But we have seen, like, through the years, quite a decent amount of them. If they're nice, bright and colourful and stand out, they do hold their value quite nicely. I think these two are getting manipulated. They were manipulated before. They get manipulated again. It looks like that's about to happen all over again. Yeah, it's got manipulated, jumped all the way up to about $6, went down. That's not to go back up again randomly. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the sheer lack of quantity. Probably because of the sheer lack of quantity. Right, well, it's a bit awkward then trying to get a good reference. But at the very least, in the long term, will this price hold up? I think it will. I think it'll do nice. It's nice, silly, goofy design. It's not abnormal, is it? No. I mean, if you're so concerned about the sales, you can wait it out. But again, if you like it, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it. You know, enjoy it. Have fun with it. I'm not sure. That's not a great thing to say, is it? So, no. I'm on the fence with it. I think it would do nicely in the long term, but in the short term, I am not super sure. We will discuss that in a bit. Yeah, all of these skins are kind of vulnerable, but we'll save that for last. I'll leave that for now. So El Diablo Ioka, damn, El Diablo really did. So we made a bit of a joke how this kept getting a new. So every time there was a new submission, it kept getting a new skin, and then after a while, then it stopped. Then it never got new skins, and we thought, oh, I guess that's extinguished. That's not going to happen anymore. Well, now he's just seen another one being accepted. Haha. Ioka skins. They don't really hold up very nicely. More specifically, the newer ones, and you can see that right there. All the ones over the past 2 years, well, I mean, you could even say 3 years, down 52, down 52, down 29, down 51, down 50, down 54, down, I think it will go down. So, at the very least, that's immediately looking like 70 to 90% fodder. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah. Now we've got the Tier 3 SAR. The tier collection's actually rolling out quite nicely. I mean, it's getting a lot of weapons, but in terms of SARs, how are the SARs doing at this moment in time? Let's go take a look at you. Well, that Arctic Skull SAR is actually doing quite alright, but the Tier 3 SAR is our main concern. Right here, right now. By default, a lot of the newer SARs... See, some of these did end up going up in price quite nicely. Some of them not so much. This one right here, I guess it's mainly more dependent on how many sales we see. It's awkward. I think I'd rather just leave it for a bit. I'm not fully 100% sure. So, you know, SAR skins are a bit questionable. In terms of how many have we had accepted so far this year? I didn't actually check that. Didn't actually count them all. So we're on number 7. Because we were concerned, at the beginning of this year, I was getting really concerned we're probably going to see lots of them, and then it stopped for about 2 months, and then it started again. Alright, you know what? I think we'll just leave it. I'm on the fence, but yeah. Let's move on to the toy gloves. So, with the toy collection, you probably noticed it. Yeah, we already mentioned how with the crossbow, but I mentioned hoodie and pants because we quite literally are waiting for the hoodie and pants to complete the set. Well, we were, and it never came, and that was back in 2022, and I honestly forgot. I never even considered this set for today. I never even considered it, and here we are, we're looking at it. So, with this, gloves. I've mentioned this before. Road sign gloves tend to do a whole lot better if it's part of an established collection. The toy collection is, it is an established collection. It's... Right, Easter road sign gloves is down, but it's very gimmick towards Easter. We scroll down. Why is Dragon Rage gloves down? Because it had stupidly high amounts being bought. That had oversaturation. Scroll down. I guess people just didn't care for road sign. Frosty road sign. I mean, most of them are in the positive. This actually might be... I mean, in terms of bright yellow ones, what do we see? There's no bright yellow road sign gloves. Oh, actually, I mean, you got the copper, but it's not exactly bright yellow. That's more pea yellow. By default, I think it would at very least hold its value. Yeah, all right, keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye on this one, all right? Keep an eye on it. Because I feel like, at the very least, if you had to buy something and you want to get your money back, it's going to probably be the Redemption Thompson and the toy gloves. But if it had hardly any sales, more the better. You know, that would be better. I mean, we were in this position before, and you've already seen it. We were discussing this very recently with the likes of the Hard Suit Burnside gloves. Well, there you go. But this has got 192 in the market. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why is there 99 here? No! Well, I mean, if that didn't exist, it's still 20% up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, so, yeah. As I said, roadside gloves tend to at least hold their value. So, keep an eye on that. In the long term, would that mean it would randomly go up in price by quite a lot? Probably. But, yeah. Curiosity has... I'm looking at you. Alright, cool. Alright then. Now I'm yawning. So, I've just gone through all the skins. Of course, with my predictions now, I keep that as a separate video. But here's the concerning matters right now. So here's the Rust player count at this very moment. We peaked today at 113,000. That's not very high. You know, we've already had our peak of this month. It was 155,000 last week. And this is probably going to keep going down. This is to be expected. We knew that the player counts, so the average player count and the peak player counts were going to go down as time went on. It just happens, you know, people are still in school, people are in work, you know, people have exams and whatnot to worry about. Yeah, this is going to happen until maybe around August, and then kids all over the world will be out of school for the summer. So we will see a nice bump in the player count. But with what we're currently seeing at the moment, so yeah, we got the Paris Major currently going on. The stickers are out. Loads of people have got their eyes on this, and of course loads of people are waiting for the arrival of the sticker capsules to get their 75% discount. Oh, they're not marketable yet, are they? All right, I can't show that just yet. But basically, when we see the likes of the 75% discount come out for the CSGO capsules, which will probably be happening at either the end of this month or the beginning of next month, yeah, there's going to be problems. So I did say that we're probably going to start seeing problems around now when they first appear. Oh, look, toy stuff's getting bought out. How nice. But the real bad things, the real bad times are when the 75% discount comes out for the likes of the capsules. If I go CSGO stash, here we go. Well, that'll do. Here we go. Capsules, I'm going to have to type in... Paris 2023 capsule. There we go. Yeah, that's one of them. So yeah, because all the stickers are borderless, everyone's kind of going crazy for them, and it's very likely you're going to see a ton, and I mean a literal ton of people buying out tons of these capsules, and they're going to need money for that, and that means they're just going to sell whatever they can and go crazy for all of this. A lot of people by default will assume this will easily rise up in price based on the fact that we're not going to have another CSGO major until March 2024, and we're also going to have the public release of Source 2. So if everybody wanting to chase after these, people are going to need money. They're very likely going to sell their CSGO stuff, and of course, they very likely, or you know, I mean, people who are invested into Rust skins are very likely also invest into CSGO skins. And of course, they're very likely going to sell their Rust skins. And then, of course, with more people trying to sell something rather than buy something, what's the usual outcome? The price of said thing goes down. Makes sense? So, yeah. That is probably when we're going to see the worst of prices. I really should have pointed this out before, but even then, there's quite a lot of skin prices going down at the moment. That would mainly be attributed to the falling player count. Again, this is routine. This happens every year. As it goes on during the year, we see the player count go down, but then August has a nice peak, and it goes down again during October, November time, and then of course when we hit December, January, February tends to be very high player counts, and well, I mean, just look at that 3-month period. Very nice. So yeah. We have to wait a while until we get back to the good times. So if you got your money, like I said last week, you can probably start figuring out things that you might want to jump in and buy if you know things are going to work out very nicely in the future. And you know what? Based on what I saw last week with the upcoming update, I thought ahead of time and I thought, you know what? prices are cheap. Yeah. So, you know, as time goes on, these will be going up in price. But this did go up in price by a lot, mainly due to a TikTok video that was made. But yeah, I fully anticipated exactly how this was going to roll out. So I bought these for about, bought them for like $5 each. Now they're worth about $8, $9. Very nice. They did peak at 10. But yeah, they're almost $10. Well, I mean, at certain times of the day, they are $10. So yeah, I thought ahead and I knew that was going to work out quite all right. So yeah, I've made some purchases now, but that account was going to be, I mean, it was just about to become exhausted. It's this one right here. So that can't do any buy orders anymore. I couldn't really add any more money, so I just made a move, and there you are. That's what I did. Because I know, in the long term, it will go up in price very nicely. So yeah, that's all good. So that's me making a move. What are you going to do? Can you afford it? Maybe? It's up to you. You've got to make these decisions. So yeah, bad things are on the horizon, but don't worry. This is routine. We've done it all before. Last year with Antwerp. This year, it's Paris. So yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself. You know, buy these skins, enjoy them. Next week, we need to talk about next week. Next week is complete the sets. Next week, we can anticipate a Rustore rotation like this. So let me just quickly show you week 2. This is week 2 for complete the set. Oh, no, I got the wrong one. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I screwed up. I'm expecting it to be like week 1. So week 1 had 12 skins accepted, and it had a tier 2 set, had a tier 3 set, and it had a hoodie and pants set. We also got an extra batch of boots, and we had a few deplorables and weapons. Now, if we go back to looking at this current Rustore, what do we see? It's mostly weapons. Guys, I'm pretty sure next week is going to be like this. We're going to see a lot of clothing and armor. So if you're wondering today, where's my hardsuit tier 2? Where's my elite crate tier 2? Where's my comics tier 2? Where's my, I mean, you could probably think of various different things to say. I get the feeling we're going to see a lot of clothing and armor skins next week. I reckon we're going to see a big Rustore rotation. Because this week, it was only 8 skins. Next week, wouldn't be surprised if we see 12 skins. So yeah, that's just my assumption. It's not going to, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, whiteout boots and gloves. There you go. That's another thing that we're probably going to see. Maybe. There are no guarantees, but we can be optimistic. So yeah, notable skins of notable collections. That's the main thing. So if you can think, JPEG tier 3, we've already mentioned that one. I mentioned this earlier. So you got the likes of the Desert Camouflage Sheepman Adore. That never came out. We had the Arctic and we had the Forest one, but we never had the Desert Sheepman Adore. And we did recently just see last week, literally last week, we saw the Forest, the Green Camouflage. So, that would probably help out completing that collection. I could go on and on and on. There's plenty of things out there, but I feel like next week is more going to be more based in regards to clothing and armor. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. This is the time where you can start thinking, oh, maybe this or maybe that. But for this weekend, I do believe skin creators can start submitting skins again. Their 2-week break has ended, so that means next week we can do our Rust Workshop skin checks again. Hey, I can scream about new skins for a whole hour. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. Right, so yeah, that's basically it. I've got to go ahead and maybe wait another hour, then do my predictions video. But as of now, people, with what I see here, it's fine. It's fine. A lot of older skins, but it's a reasonable variety. Nice to see some skins here and whatnot. Yeah, it's cool. So that, all good. Right, guys, so you have a lovely weekend and start guessing what we potentially might see next week. Ooh. Will we see some extra old skins, or will they be mainly skins that came out this year? I don't know, but we shall see. All right, catch you all later. Have a lovely weekend. No, yeah. Bye.